Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to read my mean hate comments that I get sent to me via email, on my YouTube channel, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I get a lot of angry, mean messages. Sometimes they come to me and that are sent to my spam folder. So I wanted to read to you guys some of the different messages that I got, respond to them, and also address some different things that come into me, some misconceptions about myself, about my former affiliation with the Church of Scientology, and all that sort of stuff. It's all in good fun. I am going to do one reading my nice comments and my support because I do have a lot of really amazing subscribers that have been supporting me ever since I first started YouTube back in 2014. So I really do want to send a really big shout out to all of you guys who do support me. But without further ado, here is an ex-Scientologist reading his mean hate comments.
Wow, $50,000? Did you gotta suck David's cock?
If I did get to suck David Miscavige's dick now, I would bite that thing off. Is it true you only joined Scientology because someone had told you that Scientologists were a bunch of cocksuckers? No, it isn't true. It would have been nice, it would have been an added bonus, but it wasn't true.
I can't even focus on the content with that horrible music blaring in the background, or over him swallowing and smacking his lips.
I don't think I smack my lips. I don't think I swallow that loud. Come on, people. Like, I'm trying to expose Scientology. Like, let's look over the lip smacking and focus on what I'm actually talking about. If you're noticing my lip smacking of anything, then you really are looking at the details.
I think they gave you gay as well.
Not as well. As well. A-S-W-E-L-L. If you're going to leave a hate comment, at least use proper spelling and punctuation. Like, I think they gave you gay, comma, as well, period. It's not as well. 99.9% of the hate comments don't have proper spelling, punctuation, don't form a proper sentence. It's like, come on, like, why would I even take your comment into consideration in my life?
Excuse me? Did he say he's a health-conscious person? He sucks other guys' dicks. Yeah, that's healthy, you retard.
Do I respond? Do I be the bigger person? And instead of being the bigger person, I responded. And
Yeah, I suck dick. Go fuck yourself.
From the little peace sign. I just want them to know, like, you can't have that type of power or control over me. Scientology had that power and control over me at one point in my life. You guys try to point out my homosexuality, if you want to call it by the medical term. But really, guys, like, I'm not offended by that. It's who I am. Like, if I said to a straight person, like, you like having sex with a girl's vagina, like, is that really an insult? Like, wow, like, I'm so hurt. Like, yeah, I like guys' dicks. Like, big deal. Okay, so the next comment.
Oh God, I just threw up everything I've eaten in the past year. My husband? And these friggin' mentally ill perverts kiss? Oh God, there I go again.
Well, next time you watch my video, maybe leave the barf bag next to you. And I don't know why you're watching a video about someone who's gay if you don't like gay people, and then subsequently comment on every single one of my videos that I make, on all the details of every single video I make. So I don't really understand, but...
My God, you are a bright young man, but so gullible. Tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands. My God, donate your entire checking account? The whole time I'm thinking my response to these scam artists would be, I have to pay my rent. That would be my response for everything because it's valid. And why on earth do a bunch of strangers have your social security number? That's literally no one else's business. So glad you've moved on.
This isn't a situation where, for example, someone found me on the sidewalk, took me in to watch a free Dianetics video, and then has me sign up with my social security number and all of a sudden getting into thousands of dollars of debt. It doesn't start like that right in the beginning, and a lot of people have trouble understanding. This is something that was my fate, but something that I devoted myself to for several years, where I was not just going like on a Sunday for like a service. I was going every single day, sometimes 10, 12 hours a day, to the Church of Scientology. And I was doing several courses, I was receiving auditing, I was going up the bridge, and they slowly, over time, start changing the way you think about certain things. Your beliefs on certain things start to shift and start to change, because it's all about Scientology and about L. Ron Hubbard and his belief system and what he wants you to think. You become basically a clone of L. Ron Hubbard, if you will. Over time, when you realize that Scientology is what you think is the solution to everything and all of mankind's problems, then you're going to be willing to do anything to continue to do Scientology and to continue to drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. So I was willing to give them my social security, my banking information, and, you know, my credit card numbers and whatever, because I honestly thought at the time that I was doing something bigger and greater than myself and bigger and greater for the rest of mankind. Again, it's not as simple and black and white as give me all your money. It's a lot deeper, and it's a lot more of a mental mind spider web, I guess, to the point where you're willing to do that. Someone goes on my video.
That's a lot of detail. Mark, you're beautiful.
Mark. This was on the video of my 2.5-hour documentary, so clearly I don't think you were paying attention during the whole 2.5 hours if you think my name is Mark, but I don't know. It's happened more than once on my channel. It's just like very interesting where people just come up with random names for me that are like totally out of left field. It's not like they said Stefan or they said something with an S, Sam. They said Mark.
This guy is an idiot. Keep funding them. Even plowed with shrooms and acid, I would have more self-control than this guy.
Well, if you were plowed with shrooms and acid, then you wouldn't even be qualified for Scientology. But that's the thing. People just think that you have to be like the most naive, the most stupid, the most idiotic, uneducated person to fall for it. And it's really not like that. You sign up for a $50 course and you start learning about how to communicate better, how to improve your relationships, whether it's with your marriage or with yourself, or just how to be more ethical and different things. And it just is starting off where you're just learning how to better your life. And later on, yes, it gets into a lot more crazy things that you have to try to change your belief systems for, and you have to kind of go against your own free thought and free will, and kind of going against your, better judgment, I guess, and the little voice in your head that tells you not to do something. But they say it's just your reactive mind. Sign up for the next course, do the next thing. You're just hypnotized by society to not want to take the next course or do the next step, and you have to start doing things you wouldn't normally do. So yeah, later on, when I look back, yes, I was somewhat naive, but it's a very well laid out system, Scientology, and it's very sophisticated, and it's used to even the smartest of people, I think.
Your videos were interesting until this one. Now you've just exposed yourself as a sheep and an idiot. How does it feel being a sheep for the Democrat Party, which supports Sharia law?
I did a video with Jeff, and we compared how Scientology voted the majority for Donald Trump, and how Scientologists and why they are so in favor of Donald Trump. And I didn't even really say anything. I let Jeff speak. So if anything, go after Jeff in the comment section. Don't go after me. I didn't even say anything. Jeff was the one who was like my expert, who kind of spoke about how Donald Trump has similarities to L. Ron Hubbard and to Scientology, and why Scientology would want to favor someone who also has the sort of viewpoints of, the fake news, which is the same thing as Scientology having the Merchants of Chaos, for example, which, could be CNN or could be any of those sort of news that would report negatively on Scientology, and therefore Scientology attacks them, just like how Donald Trump attacks the media. And, I don't want to try to bring up too much politics on my channel. I don't know a lot about politics, to be honest. But the reason I think that, it was important was to just have a point of view of my own out there. It's my channel. I wanted to share that. And a lot of people got offended, unsubscribed, or unfollowed me, or wrote me nasty letters if they were Republican. And, I kind of just let any political things stay private, just because I think that other people get really offended if you have a different viewpoint. We all should have one. In Scientology, mine was suppressed for so long that I wanted to come out and be able to share things on my channel of a personal nature to you guys, whether it's my personal story, my viewpoints, whatever. But I still feel like politics sometimes just has to be something that others need to not get into debates with people who are on the other side, because you're not going to see eye to eye. Of course, all my comments are so gay related, but this person goes,
I'm not gay, but I want to fuck your ass.
You're not gay, but you want to have sex with me, which would be kind of gay, because I am very flamboyant and I'm very gay. And if you're not gay and you want to have sex with me, I mean, send me your picture, send me your headshot. Maybe you may have a shot one day. No, I'm not going to have sex with a strange homophobic closeted subscriber of mine. But I just think that you're not gay. You leave other comments that are very homophobic on my channel, and then later on you come out to say you're not gay but you want to fuck me. Very, very interesting. Now this comment comes from someone on a secret Facebook group. And on the secret Facebook group, I was asking about Debbie Mace, who I did a video about in terms of Scientology auditing kids in the Mace Kingsley Center in Florida. I was asking about if she was a lesbian or some more information just because Scientology is homophobic. I thought that was an interesting aspect to add to the story. So this person goes,
Dear Stephen, aside from showing off your apparent hatred for lesbians, what is the point of this? Are lesbians bad? Are you frustrated they don't like your dick?
this person clearly, again, knows nothing about me. Like, if you want to leave a hate comment at me, at least direct it something very personal that would actually be a critical thing against me or my channel or whatever. Like, if you really were going to. I don't want you to. But if you were going to, at least maybe have an educated, smart comment. Don't just leave a comment saying, like, you don't like lesbians. I'm LGBT. I champion for LGBT rights. I am very gay. I left Scientology because I was gay and I don't support their hatred of LGBT individuals. I love gay people. I love transgender people. Whatever. As friends, whatever. I'm not someone who hates lesbians, for example, or bisexual people. I'm not critical against people who are LGBTQ or whatever. And it's just like, you don't even know me. Like, you're saying lesbians don't like my dick. Like, don't you know I'm gay? And I said that on there. I'm like, I'm gay. I'm married to a man who is gay. And we have a house together. Like, we're very gay. So sorry about it. If you don't like that, then you don't have to be my Facebook friend. But just sometimes people are just like so out of left field. Like, I don't hate lesbians. Even though I mentioned that Debbie Mace was a lesbian on my video, it doesn't mean I don't like lesbians or I don't support her for being a lesbian. Only more power to her. Only more love and support for her for recognizing the abuse of Scientology and leaving and starting a new life, even though she was in the OT levels. But again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, click down on my channel and I made a video called Scientology and Kids or something along those lines. Now, this guy Howard, he's probably going to be so happy that I'm mentioning his emails. I had to block him on my channel. He sends me emails, hate emails. He watches all my videos and somehow has so much like against me. But this is the email. It was called "You Are a Moron" in the subject line.
I watched your commendation of Scientology. Scientology is just a con game to extract money from weak-minded morons, like all religious sects. You got sucked in and blamed the organization instead of taking responsibility for your own mental weakness. You are at fault for all the hassles you got sucked into. Grow up and shut up. Howard.
Thank you, Howard. I am on my personal path to self-discovery now because of you. I'm learning how much of a moron I am and how I just need to suck it all up and realize that I'm just a naive, weak-minded, cheap individual, and that's why I got sucked in. That's why I lost all the money that I did, because I was weak-minded and I was just a faggot who wanted to cure myself of homosexuality, I guess, and that's why. But in reality, Howard, I think, pat on my own back, I guess, right now, that I took responsibility and was the ethical person to realize after all that I went through, even though, I did give a couple of years of my life, it could have been much worse. I stand up for others who don't have a voice. I speak out against Scientology. I make videos. I invest a lot of time, money, and resources to be able to educate the public on what actually happens inside Scientology. Now, I turn myself around from the victim into someone who actually does something about the abuses inside Scientology. So I really don't appreciate your comment saying that I am a moron, weak-minded individual, when I think that I'm actually doing something to make a difference in the world. Even if it's not curing cancer, I'm doing something in my power to tell my story and soon tell other people's story on my channel. I have some very special guests coming soon to take down Scientology. So that's my mission. So if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you, Howard. Oh, and then everyone had this big problem on my video. I deleted a lot of the different comments about it. Everyone had this big problem on the Marty Rathbun videos. I kept saying Marty Rathbun and what Marty Rathbun said. Instead of saying he or a pronoun, I just always called him and Marty Rathbun. And the thing is with that, I feel like, yeah, it was probably annoying, but I feel like I did that because I film things in chunks. And I don't just make like a 45-minute video without taking a break. I edit sections or I say things and I cut it out and whatever, so I might have picked different segments and put them all together, and instead of times when I might have said a lot of he or whatever, I was using the part where I said Marty Rathbun, so I put all the different sections together, me saying Marty Rathbun, Marty Rathbun, Marty Rathbun, and it just sounds like me just saying his name for 45 minutes straight. So I'm sorry if that annoyed you guys, but and then people telling me like, oh, go find a job, do something with your life, and you're gay, and blah blah blah. Like, it's always about being gay, and do something with your life. And it's like, yes, I actually am a functioning member of society. I do videos on YouTube, I try to speak out, I do all of that, but I have my own personal life. This doesn't consume 24/7 of my life. I am away. I took like a 2-3 year break from YouTube for a while when I did not speak out or mention a word of Scientology, but there is a responsibility that I have to speak out against this organization, and I do have a normal job, and I do have other things going for me in my life. And yes, I'm gay, and if you don't like that for whatever reason, then there's other ex-Scientologists who have YouTube channels. There are others who are straight, so if you are homophobic in 2017, then maybe I'm not the right channel for you. There's other people that you can watch, but I really think that, that's very sad if that's the reason why you don't want to watch me, is because I'm gay, and just who you are as a person. And maybe people that are closed-minded like you maybe belong inside the Church of Scientology, and I don't know what to say about that, honestly. I have a lot of feelings, and that's not this video. But anyways, guys, I do want to report some of my awesome messages that I do get from my amazing subscribers, such as you. And if you're not subscribed, click subscribe down below. I want to be able to show you guys that there are a lot of people out there who support others, who do come forward and tell their story. And there's so many people who sometimes can't or feel alone. It really does make a big difference in other people's lives. So that's why I do it. And even though I do get hate comments, there aren't as many. For every hate comment, there are 10 support messages that come my way. Even though I did a video about hate comments, there are a lot of amazing people out there who do support me and support my channel and others, and people who speak out against Scientology. So I'm going to make a video about that for you guys soon, but I just wanted to laugh about these because sometimes they come in and they're just so ridiculous, and I read them to like my husband or read them to friends, and I'm like, how do people even think? Like, they sit down the computer and have time to watch every single one of my videos and comment a mean thing on every video. It's like people out there in the world just have way too much time on their hands. I don't even know. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like my videos, please click subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a nice comment down below. If you are interested in leaving a donation on my channel, you can go to patreon.com/StephenMango, and there'll be more information. I also have some really cool giveaways and prizes for my Patreon subscribers. So if you want more information, please check out my Patreon in the description box of this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.